Hi, so this is video reflection number 2 for video cycle number 2, and I did the song Gavotte, and after practicing for 3 weeks, my performance goals were articulation, so this time in this piece it was a lot more slurs and tying the notes together. And then I also practiced on my tone in all of the registers, so I could play the higher notes more clearly, and then there were the two notes that slid into each other, and it was kind of coming out wonky when I first played it, but then after fixing it, it was okay. Also, I counted out the rhythms and keeping the right tempo. That was another goal, because my rhythm work can always use some extra work. So I think that I really did well in practicing my tone in the registers. It was the E and the D, the high notes, and natural and flats, and they were the ones that I worked on the most, so I think I did pretty well on getting those to sound right and slurring them together especially, so they weren't as broken apart. Also, I really practiced the rhythm and worked on that, and you helped me count the rhythms and subdividing the bars, and I think after working on those parts and bits, the one chunk that I really had trouble with, where it was a different rhythm altogether than the rest of the piece, I think I did really well on. It was, I believe in the 3rd or 4th line, and it was the bar with 16th instead of 8th, I believe. And I also think I did pretty well on a different key signature, so having the key signatures with the E naturals and the B naturals really changed like how I played it, and I think I did a pretty good job on that. What still needs work, still getting the high notes. I could practice keeping it more slurred, because even though there were slurs, I started to slur it less and staccato more of the notes, so that was kind of bad that I need to keep an eye on. Also, I can keep practicing on my higher notes, getting even higher than that, and making sure they have like a nice tone to them, and keeping the tone steady throughout the entire piece. For the most part, I think I reached my goals, though. The articulation I did pretty well on. It could still use work. And the rhythms, I ended up getting the rhythms right after practicing them, and then I got the E and the high E and the D right, the natural and the flat where they had the accidentals. So I think that part was alright. And so what I did was I had the rhythms, I wrote all the rest ones after you'd written them all out on top. I wrote them on the rest, and then just practiced the parts over and over until I got that part, and then added in the rest. So I just practiced one specific part for the rhythm, and then another part, and then by the time I'd practiced them enough, added them all together. I also practiced my scales a lot. So I practiced my scales with the sharp, so I was getting used to playing B natural and E natural and F sharp. So it wasn't as kind of wonky, I guess, because it was a G major scale, I believe, if I'm correct. Yeah, it was a G major. So other than that, I think I did a pretty good job on working on those, and I guess what I'll keep working on, rhythm, obviously, because I can keep improving on that and keep doing better, and my higher register. But other than that, I think I did a good job on this cycle, and I'll work on it for next. Bye.